السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. شريف اشترك إن شاء الله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So inshallah, let's continue with our previous topic. So we were actually studying some harfs, right, commonly used in the Quran.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that we have already covered. Today we will do one more called Saufa. This is also a very common Saufa, or we have seen. Sorry, Saufa or seen. Sorry, seen. So this Saufa, let me remind you about seen. Seen is like, for example, you have seen Sayakulu. So actually it is Yakulu, but you put seen Sayakulu. So this harf actually is called, harf istiqbal. Okay, it's called harf istiqbal. Istiqbal means, like waiting, coming, correct?
Future, is it?
Future, yes. Istiqbal, coming, right? Future. So it is used only with the present tense. It's not used in the past, correct? Because it's future, present tense. So it pushes the meaning to the future tense, right? Okay. And it has no grammatical effect. Means it will not change the ending of the fail. Does not have any grammatical effect, means it does not change any end of the fail. Like, for example, as the other harfs change, right? Harf, majzoom, or the triad group or lightest group. Okay, let me give an example. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, the surah, from surah, Yusuf. So you might have seen this. Qala sawfa. Qala sawfa astaghfirullah. Astaghfir. Qala sawfa astaghfiru lakum. Lakum Rabbi. Okay. Now, Qala Saufa, Qala, he said, okay, it's Nasara, Qala, he said. Now, Saufa will push this Astaghfiru into future meaning, right? Now, tell me, what is Astaghfiru? Is it fail Mazi, Muzari? So, one of the indication to tell it is fail Muzari is followed by Saufa. So, whenever you see
Yes.
Saufa and followed by first, and then next thing is Saufa will be always followed by fail. It will never followed by ism. Okay, so Saufa will be followed by fail, and that fail will be always what? Present tense. Now, this is the indication clear. You don't need to break your head. So you saw Saufa, but definitely there's a fail Muzari after it, right? Now, it is which fail Muzari now? Can you tell me the Zamir? Astaghfiru.
It's another version.
Ah, nice. It is like what's called ansuru, right? So astaghfiru.
Yeah.
Now, ghafara means to seek forgiveness. Astaghfiru means
Same. Seek forgiveness.
I don't know. What does it mean? Astaghfiru. How will you translate it? So it's ana version, right? So how will you see? How will you say this? Astaghfiru.
I
I seek
seek
forgiveness. I
forgiveness.
seek forgiveness.
Yeah.
I seek forgiveness. Now, when the Saufa is with it, you will push it into future. You will say, he
I
said,
will speak.
I will seek
Will
forgiveness
seek
for you. Okay. Or I will
My
ask,
Rabb.
I will ask forgiveness. Seek or I will ask forgiveness. Okay. I will ask, no, question is here. No. You see here there's a Rabbi. You know, I will seek forgiveness for you, Rabbi, from my master. So you can see here from main Rabbi, there's, it is basically, it is in the continuation of Astaghfirullah. So you should say, basically this is Rabbi, Rabbayu. Okay, it is basically maful, but as Rabbai, right? It is that mudaf ilay. But Rabb is what? Mansub, correct? And Yahweh will be Majrur, right? No, but you
Yes.
will not say Rabbai. So Rabbi, it goes by slow. So he said, I will seek forgiveness from my master for you. Or you will say, he
for
said, I will ask my master for forgiveness for you. That's also okay. Okay. So you say, who said this?
Yusuf alayhi salam.
No,
Ibrahim alayhi salam.
no. This is from Surah Yusuf. I gave you a hint. Now, who said this? I'll ask or seek.
Yaqub alayhi salam.
Yes. When they said, when they realized the mistake, at the end, they said to their father, ask to forgive them, ask Allah's forgiveness. So he said, I will seek forgiveness. I will seek forgiveness, ask forgiveness from my Rabb.
for you from my Rabb, no?
I will seek forgiveness from my Rabb for you. No problem. You can bring this first and then this. Okay, I'll seek forgiveness from my Rabb for you. Or you can say, I will, he said, I will ask my Rabb forgiveness for you. Now, you see, when they asked their father to ask Allah forgiveness, to ask Allah the forgiveness for them, he didn't say, Astaghfirullakum Rabbi. He said, I will seek forgiveness. Now, he could have also at that time, simply say, Ya Allah, forgive them. They have realized now, forgive them. But he said, I will. Any thought on this? Why? Have you thought about this? Why Yaqub alayhi salam said like this? He didn't say, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfiru Rabbi lakum. I ask forgiveness for you from my Lord, and he started forgiveness. And I started asking, Ya Allah, forgive them. He said, I will. So he put it in the future. He didn't immediately ask forgiveness for them from Lord. Have you ever thought about this? Why? Generally, when you say, when you ask, suppose you ask, so you did something wrong to somebody, okay. So you realize that you come in front of him, you ask his forgiveness, okay, he forgives you immediately. Then you tell him, please ask Allah to forgive me. So he will not say, I will ask. He'll say, mostly, generally, if the reply comes like this, I will ask Allah to forgive you. What is that? What does it mean? And this is the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? If the Prophet of Allah, it means like we can expect this
I,
answer from other.
I think maybe at that time Yaqub alayhi salam angry with their sons, with his sons.
Okay, actually,
So
he was not angry. See, this was the last scene of the Surah Yusuf. When he knew he got the news that Yusuf alayhi salam is alive. And his eyes also got light back. When they
so
brought.
it's the last. It is the last end of the verses. This one,
It's
okay.
the last scene of the Surah Yusuf, last scene of the story. So when
Okay, in the end of the scene. Okay. And he knows about all the things. Okay.
so what happens, those people now got to know Yusuf alayhi salam, forgives them and he sends them back and go. this is a cloth put on your father. He will get
Okay. After
right
that,
back.
okay, got it.
And he knows now this everything. Yusuf is alive, and his vision is back. And then they realize, they ask their father, "Ya Allah, please ask forgiveness from Allah for us." And he says, reply, "I will ask my Lord to forgive you." He didn't immediately, call Allah to forgive them. So actually, so though he, this is the understanding from here is, even he is a prophet of Allah, right? Prophet of Allah are highest in everything, in moral values, right? And a normal human being can remain hurt for longer time, but prophets, generally we don't expect much, right? That the duration remains longer. But in this case, if you see, even the prophet of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, was not able to ask forgiveness for them at that moment because the hurt was so much. Okay, the hurt was so much in his heart. Correct? So even it for him also it took time. So sometimes what happens when you get so much hurt and that guy realizes, the person realizes, and he asks you forgiveness, he asks you, it still takes time sometimes to forgive, right? So this is natural, it happens. The hurt is so much, it can take time, more time. So you can see the hurt they hurt him so much, even if after end of the day, when everything was now okay, it still took time for him. That's why he said, I still ask you. At the time, he was not in a position to seek Allah's forgiveness for them because the hurt was there. So it took time for him. Then Allah only knows when he's sought forgiveness. But at that time, he didn't. Okay. That proves, sometimes, you should expect, when you hurt somebody and you realize you seek forgiveness from them and they say, okay, I will see. Right now, I'm not in the mood to forgive. You should give time. Because it's sometimes people cannot, forget, within a second. So it takes time. Correct. So that's why, Saufa has come here. Then we'll use the seen part. So Sayakulu Sufhao, this is also you have seen this seen one. This will be seen only, not Saufa. Okay. So Sayakulu Sufhao. Oh, this spelling is okay. Okay. Sayakulu Sufhao. So Yakulu means, he says, right? But the scene comes here, it will push it into future tense meaning. So Sayakulu, he will say, right? Now here, Yakulu is fail muzare huwa version, so it has also file. So the fools will say. Okay, the fools will say. Another meaning, if you see from the Quran, Surah Kahf, سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم, right?
Yeah, the 4 dogs, 5 dogs, 3 dogs sound like soundless dogs.
Or per person one, like 3% one dog, fourth one was
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
سيقولون ثلاثة. سيقولون ثلاثة. Okay. رابعهم كلبهم. Okay. كلبهم. Okay. سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم. So they will say. So they will say, right? The third one, Salah, they were how many? 3. They will say 3, and fourth is their dog. And Rabi'uhum kalbuhum, and fourth of them is their dog. So they will say 3. So what happens? This basically, there's an argument, how many people were in the Ashab, how many Ashab Kahf were there? They used to say that يقولون ثلاث رابعهم كلبهم ويقولون خمسة, okay, سبعة كلبهم, سبعهم كلبهم, like that, So they used to say, so سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم ويقولون خمسة, سبعة كلبهم رجما بالغيب ويقولون سبعة ثامنهم كلبهم, right? So you can see this sayakulu they will say, so it's used here. So you can see sayakulu, saufa, no, sorry, sa, seen, and saufa is used many times in the Quran. So it always is followed by fail, and the fail is muzari, and this will, always push meaning into what? Future tense. Okay.
Yeah, I saw in Surah Al-Takasur, Kalla Sawfa Ta'lamu.
Allah saufa
Summa
ta'lamun, yes.
Sawfa Ta'lamu.
Allah, no doubt, saufa ta'lamun, they will come to know. You will come to know. You all
Yeah.
will come to know. Right? Okay. So then there is another, harf called waw. Wow. Okay. Istanafiya. 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 So what's waw istanafiya means? Waw in the beginning. Actually, the sentence will start with the waw. The sentence will start with the waw. So this actually,
It's a promise.
this,
Wallah, sir.
no. That waw is not istanafiya. You see, this istanafiya. That now waw is harf jar waw. If the sentence is started with the waw, then the word next to that waw, if it is majroor, it has grammatical effect. Then that's not istanafiya. That is fair majroor. Waw harf jar. This waw will
Okay.
have no grammatical effect. So this is used to start. Sorry. The new sentence. Okay. So why is used by? Because to make it clear that this is a new sentence now. Okay, not continuation of the previous. It has no grammatical effect. Like that, Surah Asr mein grammatical effect hai. The Surah Asr wala waw has a grammatical effect. It changed the arab wal asr. This will not have any grammatical effect. Okay. And it is not translated. You will not translate it. In that case, you will translate Wallahi, wal asri. By the asr, by the time. Wallahi, by Allah. So this will not have any translation. It is just telling you when you have waw followed by some word and sentence, whatever, you see the next word to the waw has no grammatical effect, then it means it's actually this waw has no grammatical effect. It is just used that this means that the sentence is a new sentence. It is not connected with previous. It's also not waw ataf. Because waw ataf will have waw ataf is different. Waw ataf is the previous grammatical rule will apply to the after waw. That means the sentence is continuation. But in this case, this waw tells us that this is not continuation of the previous sentence. This is a beginning. It's a new sentence. And it will not have any grammatical effect. Okay, so example is, for example, like this. Might have seen. So Allah says, Wallahu khalaqa kulla dabatin min ma'i. Wallahu khalaqa kulla dabatin min ma'in. It's very common ayah. Okay. Wallahu khalaqa kulla dabbatin. You see wa here. If it would have been Allah, then it was not waw istanafiya. Okay. Because you see here, Allah Rabzul Jalala is not getting changed. Its ending is not getting changed. So that means this waw is waw istanafiya. Now, why it is not harfi ataf? You also can see here previously, the sentence might have finished. They'll do not a continuation. Okay, you will understand. So for example, generally, Allahu wa Rasulahu, Allahu wa Rasulahu. That is a waw ataf there. Allah and His Messenger. So in this case, there is nothing previous here. So this means the beginning. So it's istanafiya. So it is a beginning of the new sentence, and you will not translate it. So that means you will not say and Allah. Okay, it is not translated, and it does not have any meaning. So it is just telling us, giving us the indication. It's a new sentence. So Allahu khalaqa kulla dawatin min ma'in. So khalaqa, So what is khalaqa? What kind of word is this? Mazi or muzari?
It's a Madi.
Okay. Which version?
Poor version. Halaka.
Okay. Now, kulla dabatin, every living creature. Dabatin means living creature. Okay. Dabatin means every living. Kulla means every. Dabatin means creature. Min, okay. Mine means water. Now, how will it translate this? So, you will not translate this wow. It is not translated. You will say, Allah.
Allah created all the
Yes,
creation from
Allah
water.
created all the
All the
living
creation
creatures
from water.
from water. This is what Allah says in the Quran. Okay. Okay. This wow istanafiya. Then you have another harf called imma. This also is common in Quran. Imma. So this imma actually it comes in the it comes twice in the sentence always. Okay, you generally in English we say either this or that, right. So in Arabic you will not use imma is either, but there's no or a word for or. So both are used in that case. So you will have, if you have two immas, one in the beginning, then at the middle somewhere. So first one will be translated as either, and the second will be translated as or. So okay, so it means either. Okay, it's always used twice. One either one to mean like this. You can have the this either X or one either imma will be either, another imma will translate as or. Also, it has no grammatical effect. Okay. So this harf is called actually harf takbir. Okay. Anyways, you will not remember that. No issues. So whenever you see immas, for example, in the Quran, you see as from the Surah Musa alayhi salam story, say like this. Imma an imma an tulqi wa imma an nakuna أول من ألقي. Okay, ألقي. Okay. So إما أن تلقي وإما أن نكون أول من ألقي. Now say إما. So this will be either, this will be or. Right? Next. Now, what is this tulqi? It was actually tulqi you. It became tulqiya. Okay, here I'll put it.
You meet.
So because tulqiyu was fail muzari, the an harf, that lightest group harf has come. Okay, and it has changed its i'rab to light. Tulqiya. Okay. So again here an. It was nakunu, it became nakuna because of an. Light group harf, right? Inna anna, all right? Okay. Now, tulkiya means what? So you tell me what kind of fail mudari is this? What is the what is zamir inside? Yeah, which version is this? Tulki. Are you able to hear me? Because there's a
Yes,
pinch
yes.
of silence. So what kind of fail mudari is this? Which version?
Is it majhul by any chance?
No,
Majhul does not look like this. It's a fail
it's
mudari.
fail mudari here or anta.
It's a anta version. Because if you see here does not have any kind of the clue here. Okay, it's a anta. So laqaya means to throw. So Musa, so that those the people, actually it's a conversation between Musa alayhi salam and those magicians when they come in front of each other to show the magic, right? They came to show magic. So they came also with some sticks and all that. And they asked Musa alayhi salam, either
You will throw or I will throw, like that.
either you throw, okay, or
We throw.
we throw. Nakunu awala. Nakunu, we are the first one who throw. So now you see, we nakuna, it is like kana family. It was nakunu, we are. Awala, first. Man, the one who. Alqa, this was actually alqaya. Alkiya. So it is basically fail nasara, like nasara. Okay. Correct? Okay. Okay. So the one who throw, right? So either you throw or we are the first one who, man means who, alqa, throw. Okay. So this is when they asked him to which one, who will throw the sticks or whatever. Correct? We will translate this. Either you down or we will be the ones, be the first one to throw. Or you can say we will be the first, not one. Man is understood here. Go down. Okay. So you can see the usage of imma. Okay. Then you have waw ataf. Okay, that you know. Inna Allah, for example, Inna Allah wa Rasulahu. That it's always the grammatical effect. Previous will be continuation with the another. So waw ataf is already I had taught you. Okay. Then summa also Summa means then. Summa yuhikum, summa yumitukum, right?
Yeah, summa, then.
Okay. And then there's a harf called fa. Fa means then. That we'll do inshallah with the practice. Okay. So anyways, I'll give you some ayats, to highlight those, some practice of some other harfs. Okay. For example, if you see this ayah of the Quran, Inna Allah wa malaika. So this is harf ataf wa malaik wa malaikatahu yusalluna. Yusalluna ala nabi. You will see quite oftenly recited in Jummah khutbah generally. Okay. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, Inna Allah, what is this Inna Allah? So is the Jumla Ismiya or Jumla Failiya?
Jumla Ismiya.
Okay. So Mubtada is Inna Allah here, right? Now here you see Inna Allah wa malaikatahu. See, how will you say this is harf ataf? On what basis? Because if you see here Inna Allah, Inna, then there is a ism of Inna, Allah became mansub because of Inna. Then you have wa, here you have malaikata, same Arab as Lafz Jalala, same Arab, same, it's mansub. So that means the grammatical breakdown of the previous word is being transferred to and the next one, and there's a wa in between. That wa is called harfi ataf. So harfi ataf always takes previous grammatical breakdown to the next word. Okay. Now malaikatahu, what is this combination? Malaikatahu.
Mudaf ilayhi, malaikatahu.
This is a harfi jar here. Attached pronoun here, right? Now, yusalluna, what kind of word is this?
It's a fail al-mudari.
Which version?
Hum version.
Okay. Yusalluna. Okay. So it is home version. Correct. Alan Nabi, this is harfi jar and majroor. Alan Nabi means upon the prophet. So how will you translate this? Yusalluna means to send blessing. Salla, to send blessings. Okay. How will you say everything here? So certainly
Allah and angels.
and
His angels.
his angels. Allah and his angels send
Blessings
or salam, can say,
upon Prophet.
upon Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so Allah commands us, you also should send salam. So do you see this wow here is used as this wow is here. This wow is here used as harf, okay, ataf. Or if you want to write in the Arabic, okay, I'll write. हर्फ अतफ बोलते हैं, ठीक है, हर्फ अतफ. Okay, ठीक है. Then there is another one.
We can continue next session.
What is the time? 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Can just continue here and okay. Let me Let's continue here.
That's the
Stop the recording.